On the 79th episode, the last episode of 2024 of the HatTrick Sports Podcast, we are going to go over some few MLB signings and trades that have happened in the last few days. We are going to be presenting our 2024 HatTrick Sports Awards. We're going to be doing our NFL Pickems and ending it off with some Hall of Fame. Yay or nay? Roll it! Welcome to HatTrick Sports, starring your host, Isaiah Carpenter. Bringing you the biggest sports headlines every week. This is the HatTrick Sports Podcast. Now, we're going to start it off with our NFL Pickems. Now, obviously, later in the season, we had Christmas games, you have Saturday games, you have early games, whatever. We have all these different games. I made these Pickems beforehand. Week 17 NFL Pickems. You have the Chiefs and Steelers. We picked the Chiefs, and they did get the win. You had the Ravens and Texans. The Ravens fighting for that division. We had the Ravens. You have the Seahawks and Bears. Give me the Seahawks. The Chargers and Patriots, again, already played, but we obviously chose the Patriots, and man, we obviously took the Chargers, and man, the Patriots did not look good at all. You have the Broncos and Bengals. Yeah, the Broncos and Bengals. I thought that the Broncos were going to pull a slight upset, but the Bengals did end up winning in overtime. You had the Cardinals and Rams, a little division matchup. Give me the Rams. Now, all these are the Sunday games. You have the Cowboys and Eagles. Give me the Eagles. You have the Panthers and Bucks. A little side story. Went to this game years ago on New Year's Day. You had the Panthers and Bucks. Jameis Winston was still on the Bucks, the starter for the Bucks, and Cam Newton was the starter on the Panthers. Wow. That was years ago. That was probably 8 years ago. Completely forgot about that. But it's being played in Tampa Bay. Give me the Bucks. You have the Jets and you have the Bills. The Bills might win the Super Bowl this season. Give me the Bills. You have the Colts and Giants. The Giants, absolute nobodies this year. They're only known because of how bad they are. Give me the Colts. You have the Raiders and Saints. Give me the Saints. You have the Titans and Jags. I think this is going to be a close game, but give me the Titans. The Jags don't have their starting QB. None of these teams are really playing for much. You have the Dolphins and Browns. Give me the Dolphins, even though it doesn't sound like Tua's going to play. Give me the Dolphins. I know it's being played in Cleveland. You have the Packers and Vikings. Give me the Vikings. It's being played in Minnesota. The Vikings look good this season, so give me the Vikings. You have the Falcons and the Commanders. Give me the Commanders. And for Monday Night Football, you have the Lions and 49ers. I think it's going to be a good game, but I think it's pretty obvious that the Lions are going to win. So give me the Lions, and those are your Week 17 NFL Pickems. And the next week's going to be interesting for some teams. Other teams, it's going to be just a wasted game, but those are your Week 17 NFL Pickems, and we'll see after this week how many teams are going to need to win or need other teams to win to get into the playoffs for Week 18. So the Chiefs played the Steelers on Christmas Day, and some people were saying because Patrick Mahomes is week to week, he's obviously not going to play in Week 18. There's starters, no starters for teams that have clinched, especially the 1 seed, are going to play in Week 18. So Mahomes, probably Kelsey, Jones, all these guys are probably going to get a couple weeks off, which good for them. Mahomes is going to have a baby. And speaking of babies, Shohei Ohtani has announced that he is going to have a little Ohtani. He announced yesterday, I saw it yesterday on his Instagram, that he's adding a new rookie to the team. Now, when can the Dodgers sign him? How late can they defer the money for it? Because I say that we sign this baby Ohtani starting in 2050, 2050. He makes his debut in 2050, but we don't start paying him until 2100. And I think that's it. I think we defer all the money 50 years out from then, and I think that we have ourselves a little stud. But it'll be interesting. So obviously, he just announced the pregnancy yesterday, the 28th. When the baby's born and when he's a kid, we'll see if he goes into baseball. He might not, but I have a feeling that he might go into baseball, and we'll see if he's good. We'll see if this is another Griffey situation or another father-son kind of duo, but I doubt it. But we'll see what happens. But it's interesting. This is the first step to see if we have a little father-son duo going on. So it's good to see that Ohtani's getting himself a baby. Let's go over some NFL standings. So this is like halfway into Week 17. So not all the Week 17 games have been played yet. Let's go into the AFC East. The Bills have clinched their division. Obviously, it's the AFC East. They are 12-13. The Dolphins behind. Not going to make the playoffs. It doesn't look like. I'm not sure who's eliminated completely yet. I know the division winners, and I know the 1 seed and the wild card, and who's in the hunt, and who's clinched playoff spots and whatever. So it doesn't sound like the Dolphins, and then the Jets and Patriots definitely are not making the playoffs. In the AFC West, you have the Chiefs, who have secured the 1 seed. The Chargers are probably going to have clinched a playoff spot. Or they've clinched a wild card. All right, yeah. So the Chargers have clinched a wild card, 10-6. Again, they need to play one more game. Then the Broncos probably aren't going to make the playoffs, and neither are the Raiders. You have the Ravens. You have the AFC North. You have the Ravens and Steelers still fighting. It is going to go down to the last week, or this week. Next week. If the Ravens win out. If the Ravens win out, they win the North. If the Steelers lose at all, they just clinch the wild card, and then they are not kings of the North. And then the Bengals the Bengals and Browns not gonna make the playoffs. You have the AFC South. The Texans have clinched the division. The Colts right behind them. The Colts are fighting for a wild card spot, and then the Jackson Titans just not gonna make it. Then let's move on to the NFC. The Eagles have clinched the wild card. 12-3. They have not clinched the division completely yet, but I believe they will. The Commanders right behind them will probably also make the wild card, and then the Cowboys and Giants just lost cause. The NFC West, nobody has even clinched a playoff spot in the NFC West yet. The Rams and Seahawks are looking for something to happen. They have to win out. Other teams have to win for them to make the wild card or even division. One of the teams is going to win the division. And then the Cardinals and 49ers, again, lost cause. The NFC North, 3 teams from the NFC North have made the playoffs. You have the Lions, Vikings, Packers. None of them have clinched the division yet, or even the 1 seed. But I think that the Lions are going to win the 1 seed. And then the Bears. The Bears are just the outlier in the NFC North. The Bears just 4-12. Come on, guys. We could do better than that. Caleb Williams can do better than that. And then in the NFC South, you have the Falcons, Bucks, Saints, Panthers. None of these teams have even clinched a playoff spot yet. Somebody's going to win the division. My guess is it's going to be but the Falcons play the Commanders this week. So I think the Falcons lose to the Commanders this week. The Bucks, I think, win. So I think the Bucks win the South. Do the Bucks win the South? I think that the Falcons should, but we'll see what happens in Week 18. But yeah, those are just little updates that are happening in the NFL. There's just a few. Again, last week we filmed kind of late, so this week we're filming only 5 days after last week's episode. But there have been a few free agents that have signed to some MLB teams. Some surprising, some took the money, some took the winning. Let's just go over all of that. So Corbin Burns did sign to the Diamondbacks. $210 million for 6 years. That is a $35 million salary. And I believe that there is 0 deferred money in there, which as a Dodgers fan, I think that's crazy. Just use the deferred money. The value of the dollar is only going to go down. You might as well defer it. So I don't understand why more teams aren't doing that. Again, I'm not a financial expert, so don't blame me for anything that I say that's misleading or wrong or anything like that. Teoscar Hernandez, Teo, hey yo, it's the Teo to the Dodgers. Resigns with the Dodgers, $66 million for 3 years. $23 million of that is deferred money. Shocker, I know, right? But love to see it. Apparently the Mets offered him 2 years. He didn't want it. He wants to be part of a winning team. Now, don't get me wrong. The Mets have a strong case at winning the World Series next year. But you know what? Teoscar Hernandez, very, very crucial to Ohtani's success, especially with the Dodgers. He's a great clubhouse guy. I love how all of the Dodgers are good clubhouse guys. Like, you see guys like You see guys like Tatis and Merrill. I'm not even just saying this because I'm a Dodgers fan, but you see Tatis, Merrill, Machado. They're all horrible clubhouse guys. Like it's just like it's like a virus that goes around, and they ultimately, I think, bring their team down. They think that they're more superior than everybody else when they're not. And again, I'm not just saying that because I'm a Dodgers fan. I truly believe that, and I hate to break it to all you Padres fans, but yeah, those three guys are just trouble. They're straight trouble. But yes, Teoscar Hernandez did re-sign with the Dodgers, $66 million, 3 years, 22 of that is deferred. And back to the Corbin Burns thing, he almost went to the Giants, but he said no to the Giants and yes to the D-backs. Don't love that he's in the NL West, but you know what? $210 million isn't cheap. Gleyber Torres, the most mediocre guy maybe in MLB history. He's just average. He's just that average guy. Sure, he has a couple All-Stars under his belt, but nothing more than that. You can't blame the guy. He's just there to do his job, get paid, and you know what? It's a job for him, and he's good at his job. He went to the Tigers, $15 million for 1 year. The Yankees didn't even offer him anything, which as a Yankees fan, I would be kind of upset, but I understand it's a business. You can't get your feelings upset because the team didn't offer him $15 million for a mediocre guy for 1 year. So those are just a few MLB free agents that have signed in the last few days. All right, let's move on to our top 5 sports contracts in 2024. So 2024 is coming to an end, but there are a lot there have been a lot of huge contracts, mind-boggling contracts that have happened in the last 12 months. Number 5, most recently, Corbin Burns. He went to the Arizona Diamondbacks, 6 years, $210 million. He can opt out after 2 years. It is the largest in Diamondbacks history. He's coming off a very strong season. Last season, he looked really, really good with the Orioles. He went 15-9, 2.92 ERA, 4th All-Star selection for him last year. So I think Burns deserves that. Now, obviously, most of this list is going to be baseball just because MLB numbers are absolutely insane. But again, you got to think about they play 162 games a year, and that's not including spring trainings or workouts, practices. That's not including any of that. So take that in mind for all you haters in the comments that are like, baseball's not a sport, they're getting paid too much. They play 162 games a year. 3-hour, 4-hour games a year. That's just wild. At number 4, you have Igor Shirks, I said it earlier. Shirkston. I said it earlier, right? Shesterkin. Igor Shesterkin, with the Rangers, 8 years, $100 million. How's that the number 4? I did something wrong there, but Shesterkin with the Rangers, that's the 4th largest deal in 2024. How's that possible? Switch that. Shirkson, he goaltender in hockey, whatever. At number 3, you have Jason Tatum with basketball. The Celtics, he signed with the Celtics, $315 million for 5 years after winning that title. Tatum's extension with the Celtics sets a new benchmark in the NBA, reflecting his status as one of the league's most premier players. At number 2, the greatest baseball player of all time. I know he's only at number 2, but Shohei Ohtani. When I saw that $700 million for 10 years number, absolutely insane. That was earlier this year. Yes, like I said, $700 million, 10 years, so worth it. He can pitch, he can hit 50 home runs and steal 50 bases in the same season. Life-changing player. Ohtani's contract, the average annual salary of $70 million. Obviously, most of that is deferred. The highest among major sports leagues. Notably, $680 million. The contract is deferred with annual payments of $68 million beginning in 2034, bringing the present-day value to approximately $460.8 million. That's what the deferred money's all about. But the number 1, the biggest sports contract in 2024, just happened a couple weeks ago. Juan Soto with the New York Mets, 15 years, $765 million, 0 deferred money. Soto's contract, which includes a $75 million signing bonus, has a no-trade clause and the largest in sports history. The deal also features an opt-out option after 5 years and potential bonuses that could increase its value beyond $800 million. That is the biggest sports contract in 2024. I highly doubt a contract is going to go that high next year or the year after. That is a massive contract for Juan Soto. So yes, those are your top 5 biggest sports contracts in 2024. Let's see what 2025 brings us, and maybe we get I may have missed some of the biggest contracts. Those are all the ones that I kind of remember that I just kind of went up off the top of my head. But yes, those are your top 5 sports contracts of 2024. Let's move on to our sponsored segment, W Energy. W Energy, we've been partners with them for a few months now. I love all of their flavors. I'm not even kidding when I say this. Their greatest tasting energy drink I've ever even thought of. That's how good it is. It's so good. My favorite being the blue raspberry. To end off 2024, I know you all are going to stay up late partying with family and friends. You guys are going to have to go to work a few days later. You guys are going to get hung over. You're going to need some energy, but you're not going to want to crash, and you don't want the jitterness, because guess what? Most of you guys are going to be drinking, but guess what? You're going to need some energy. What you do is you go to w.gg. You got to pick all the tubs. They have cans. They have on-the-go packets. They have all sorts of stuff. They have cups. They have merchandise, hats, shirts. What you do is you get it, you go to checkout code, use code HatTrick Sports for 10% off your order. You get it in the mail a few days later, you open it up, you take a scoop out, you scoop it in there, you scoop it in your W water bottle, you close this up. The greatest flavor that they serve, in my opinion, is the blue raspberry one that they have. Let's go put that there. So you do that, you close it up, make sure not to get everything wet like I've done in the last few weeks. Shake it all up. Shake it, man. Shake them. And then one sip. Everybody knows the rules. To end off 2024, the greatest energy drink. No jitters. No crash. Just good tasting energy drink. It's hard to describe how good this taste is. It is honestly one of the greatest tasting drinks I have ever had. It's good. Again, it's healthier than other energy drinks like Red Bull or Monster. Like, no, you guys don't need any of that. You want something that tastes good, something that will keep you energized. So, w.gg, use code HatTrick Sports. One sip, everybody knows the rules. That's like a 9-4. That is a monster score. But you know what? W Energy deserves it. Thank you, W, for everything you've done for us in 2024. Same with all the other companies that we've partnered with, Omada, all the companies, Omada, W Prime, whatever. All of the sponsors that we have had in the last year. Thank you guys so much for 2024. And yeah, if you guys want sponsored or partnered, just hit us up. We're open for stuff. All right. 2024 is almost over. Trevor Bauer was not signed in 2024. It's 2025, the year that Trevor Bauer gets signed by a Major League Baseball team. I say you give him a chance. He's playing in Japan. Sure, he hasn't been playing with the competition that the MLB provides, but Trevor Bauer, this was like 5 years ago at this point. This was so long ago, so far in the past ago. He was accused of some unspeakable stuff, and he was found not guilty. It came out that all these women were accusing him of stuff, and it was just all not guilty. He was found not guilty. The women were trying to set him up, and the whole thing, he was proved innocent. He's innocent. I guess you can't be proved innocent. He was innocent in all of the cases, and all the charges, and every single allegation. He was proved innocent. No MLB team wanted to sign him because of the backlash that they were going to get. So he went to Japan, absolutely dominated in Japan. He's still working on his body, still working on pitching and all that stuff. He looks good pitching. He looks good physically. He looks good mentally. Somebody needs to give this man a chance. Pitching is such a huge aspect of the sport out of this time, out of any other time. This is the most important time for pitchers in Major League Baseball, and teams are too afraid to sign Trevor Bauer. He has agreed to league minimum, which, don't get me wrong, he deserves way more. He deserves, I say for the first year, he deserves $10 million, and then after that, if he's dominating, he deserves way more than that. He signed with the Dodgers. He dominated with the Dodgers, Guardians, every team. He's an immaculate grid kind of guy. A team needs to pick Bauer up in 2025. There's no reason why you shouldn't. There's no reason why anybody should give a team backlash for picking up an innocent man. He's getting old, though. You need to sign him now, or else if he doesn't sign in the next year or two, he's kind of in trouble. But give Trevor Bauer a chance. He's done absolutely the government has showed that he has done absolutely nothing wrong, and that everything was just accused of him was absolutely fake and BS, just absolutely horrible. So give in 2025, you have 30 MLB teams. Somebody give Trevor Bauer a chance in 2024 or in 2025. 2024 obviously wasn't the year that somebody was signing him. I thought he was going to sign him. I'm hoping this offseason somebody signs Trevor Bauer, and I think that he could benefit a team crucially. I think that he could be a crucial part of a team. So that's just my little spiel. I saw something about Trevor Bauer in the last few days, and I knew I had to bring that up. All right, so in 2024, we had a lot of great accomplishments. Don't get me wrong. There were a ton of great accomplishments in 2024 by sports players, but we did lose some people along the way, which is unfortunate, but you know what? It happens every year. We lose some guys. We lose some guys in 2024. So, you know what? To pay respect to all the athletes that we have lost in 2024, I'm just going to name a few. I think I have maybe 15 on here that I'm going to name. Again, you got to appreciate greatness. You got to appreciate all this stuff. You got to appreciate the moments that we have. But you also have to appreciate the people that we lost that made an impact to the sport and changed sports forever. So, Rickey Henderson most recently died. You have Johnny Goodrow. He died a few months ago, I believe, over the summer, June, July. Him and his brother, but Johnny was the one that officially made his played NHL. Unfortunate to see about how he died and everything like that. You had Billy Beane, the baseball player. You had one second. I have all these names down here. So yes, Billy Beane. Where'd Billy Beane go? Good old Billy Beane. Billy Beane died in August. He obviously played baseball, and yeah, he passed away at 60 after he had like leukemia and stuff like that. Stephen Pete, he died in September. He played in the NHL for the Capitals. He died at 44. There was like an accident kind of thing. 2 weeks before that he died. You had Carl Weathers. He died in 2024. He was old. He was 76. He was a linebacker. And then he was did comedy and acting and stuff like that. Then you had Robert Reed. He died in February. He played in the NBA 10 seasons with the Rockets. He died at 68 after battling cancer. Jim Otto died in January. He was born in January. He died in May 19th. He was a Hall of Fame center in the NFL with the Oakland Raiders. Back when they were in Oakland. He passed away at 86. He lived at 86. He lived a good life. You had Jim Otto. Let me move down here to Jerry West. Jerry West, one of the greats. I'm trying to find these names. They're all jumbled around in my notes over here. Where's Jerry? Jerry West, yes, he died in October. NBA legend. I mean, Jerry West, Mr. Clutch, is obviously the silhouette of 2024. I guess the NBA won't ever officially say it was. He's the silhouette in the NBA logo. He died in October 2024. He lives a good life though. You have Mark Wells, back up here to Mark Wells. He died in May. He was a hockey forward, Miracle on Ice. He was on the Team USA Miracle on Ice team. He won gold in the 1980 Olympics. He died at 66. You have Earl Carlton, died in February, a Detroit basketball legend who played at the University of... he played 12 years in the NBA. Yeah, he was known for college, but he played 12 years in the NBA. You have Kyrie Jackson. This one also hits kind of hard. Kyrie Jackson, he was only 24 years old. He was a quarterback. He was set to debut with the Vikings in 2024, but yes, he passed away again sometime over the summer. Again, I hate seeing young guys that have big potential die. You just hate to see it. You have Willie Mays Hayes. Willie Mays Hayes died in June. The Say Hey Kid was one of the baseball's greatest players, literally one of MLB's greatest baseball players of all time, hitting, fielding, whatever. He passed away at 93. He lived a good life. He was old. He was an old man. His time has come. But Willie Mays, sad to see. I thought he was already dead. I'm going to be honest. I thought he died in 2016. I'm not sure who I was thinking of. But, yeah, he did die. Andy Russell. Randy Russell. Where's Randy Russell? Randy Russell. Where are you at? Randy Russell also died this year. O.J. Simpson. Now, on the field, he was absolutely great. Off the field, I'm not going to speak on what he was accused of, whether the glove fit or not. I'm not here to debate any government or political or jurisdiction or none of that. O.J. Simpson on the field was good. Off the field, I'm not going to speak for him. But he did pass away this year in it says December. I feel like that was not this. He didn't die in December. When did OJ die? Yeah, it was April. He died in April. OJ Simpson died in April. Former NFL star and actor. Also maybe something else. Maybe not just known for his NFL and acting. He said Simpson was a prominent figure both on and off the field. That is hilarious. An article said that he was a prominent figure on and off the field. Not wrong. Yeah, some of these guys, I'm sad that they died. O.J. Simpson, a little less remorseful that he died. Obviously, I don't love seeing people die, but O.J. Simpson, his time was his game. Pete Rose, again, also accused of some questionable stuff. He obviously the most hits in the MLB, 4,256 hits over his career. He died in September. Yeah, he was on steroids. I don't think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and I don't think that he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame because he's dead. I don't like that leagues do that. He's dead now. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with what he did off the field. On the field, obviously, he did steroids, but he did have the most hits out of any other guy in the MLB history. And I'm not sure when it's probably going to get broken at some point, just not anytime soon. But yeah, Pete Rose did die this year. And then the great Fernando Valenzuela. Died in July. Former MLB pitcher known for Fernando Mania during the 80s. He was for the Dodgers, and then he was the head Spanish broadcaster for the Dodgers forever. So those are some athletes that have died. Those are the big athletes that have died in 2024. Now there are some smaller athletes that died in 2024, and we wish the best for all of their families and everybody. But yeah, you just got to recognize the guys that passed away over the last year. All right, moving on. I've been working on this last few weeks. We have come up with some nominees and some award winners. We are doing our 2024 HatTrick Sports Awards. We are presenting our 2024 HatTrick Sports Awards. We have a whole bunch of awards we are giving out this year. This is across the whole year, across the whole 2024 season, across all leagues. Let's start it off with the HatTrick Sports Best Male Athlete. The Best Male Athlete, the awards. One second, I have all the nominees and stuff up here. Not doing that anymore. So, your 2020. Oh, should I do it? I'm gonna do it in an award ceremony type of way. Your 2024 HatTricks Award is brought to you by W.GG. Make sure you use code HatTrick Sports when checking out at W.GG. But the first award that we are giving out is the 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Male Athletes. Your nominees are Shohei Ohtani with the Los Angeles Dodgers. He led the Dodgers to a World Series championship and had a historic season, recording 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases. 50 home runs and 59 stolen bases. His all-around excellence earned him the third Associated Press Male Athlete of the Year award. But does he deserve the HatTrick Sports Best Athlete award? Along with Patrick Mahomes, who led his team to another Super Bowl victory. You have Nikola Jokic with the Denver Nuggets. His continued dominance by leading the Nuggets to another deep playoff run. His vision and scoring ability made him the centerpiece of the Denver success and league's MVP contender. You have Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I already did Patrick Mahomes. You have Nikola Jokic. You have Connor McDavid with the Edmonton Oilers. McDavid guided the Oilers to Stanley Cup Finals, delivering an MVP caliber season. He showcased his extraordinary speed, skill, and hockey IQ. One of the best NHL players from the 2024 season. But it all comes down to this. Who wins the 2024 HatTrick Best Male Athlete Award? The 2024 Best Male Athlete Award goes to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes leading his team to his second straight Super Bowl victory. Obviously dominant throughout the entire 2024 season, 2023 season. Every single game that he played in 2024 deserved the dominance. He deserves this award, and that is it is an honor and a privilege to present Patrick Mahomes with the 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Male Athlete. So congratulations, Patrick Mahomes, for winning the 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Male Athlete. Best Male Athletes goes to Patrick Mahomes. Let's move on to your 2024 female. One second. Nope. What is this? One second. A short intermission. That's MVP. That's all right. Here we go. All right. Your nominees for the 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Female Athlete Award is Caitlin Clark. Dominated the NCAA, leading Iowa Hawkeyes to a national championship game, top pick in the WNBA draft, and won Rookie of the Year. Her performances brought unprecedented attention to women's basketball, broadening the audience to women's basketball. You have Simone Biles in gymnastics. He made a triumphant return to gymnastics, winning multiple medals at the 2024 Paris Olympics, and continued to inspire her dominance and her adversity for mental health and excellence in her sports. At another nomination for the 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Female Athlete goes to Allison Felix. Track and field. Through retired from competitive racing, Felix's impact as a sports advocate for entrepreneur remained strong. Her athletic legacy was celebrated widely in 2024 through commemorative events and recognition. And then your last HatTrick, your 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Female Athlete nominee, Regan Rapinoe, U.S. Soccer. Played her final season in professional soccer, leaving an incredible mark on the sport, contributed to the growth of the National Women's Soccer League, and continued her advocacy for equality in sports. So those are your 2024 Best Female Athletes nominees, but the winner and your 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Female Athlete goes to Caitlin Clark, broadening the span of all. The women's sports have never been so big due to Caitlin Clark. So it is my honor and privilege to present Caitlin Clark with the 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Female Athlete. Congratulations, Caitlin Clark, on such an accomplishment and your Best Female Athlete. All right, let's move on to your 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Professional Sports Team. All right, running low on energy. Just get some W. Use code HatTrick Sports for 10% off. And now back to the 2024 HatTrick Sports Awards. All right, the top four, or your nominations for your 2024 Best Team Award. You have the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs secured their The Chiefs secured their third Super Bowl victory in 5 years, solidifying their status in the NFL dynasty. The Los Angeles Dodgers, with the addition of star player Shohei Ohtani, the Dodgers clinched the World Series title, making their first championship since 2020. You have the Boston Celtics. The Celtics dominated the NBA season, accumulating in the finals victory over the Dallas Mavericks. The Triumph secured the 18th championship, breaking a tie with the Los Angeles Lakers for the most in NBA history. And then your fourth nominee, the Florida Panthers. The Panthers captured their first Stanley Cup title by defeating the Edmonton Oilers in the thrilling 7-game series in the NHL Stanley Cup. So, who wins the 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Team Award? The 2024 HatTrick Best Team Award goes to the Kansas City Chiefs, the winning 2 in a row, having Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, all these absolute studs on the team. Sure, the Dodgers had a great season, but the Chiefs, 2-peat. They're going for the 3-peat this season. Absolutely so dominant throughout the 2024 season. Your 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Team Award goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. All right. The HatTrick Sports Man of the Year nominees go to LeBron James. LeBron James on the field. This is an award for all the best players on and off the field. Who is doing the right thing on the field and off the field. And in this case, on the court and off the court, you have LeBron James, the all-star, the champion, and one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But off the field, he founded the LeBron James Family Foundation and opened the I Promise School, which provides the resources and education to undeserved children in Ohio. He's also an outspoken advocate of social justice. Now, he did get the HatTrick Sports, the 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Man of the Year nomination, but those scores need to be a little bit higher. I looked at some of the scores that his kids are getting in the I Promise School. Next year, those need to be a little bit up. They need to be a little bit higher in Ohio, all right? But he did get the nomination. Patrick Mahomes also got himself a nomination in the HatTrick Sports Man of the Year award. On the field, obviously, NFL Super Bowl champion, NFL MVP, the face of the entire league right now. But off the field, through his 15 and the Mahomes Foundation, he supports children's health and wellness. And he is actively involved in community development. This is what we're talking about. Giving back to your community. Sure, you've made hundreds of millions of dollars in your career, but giving back to the community is what matters. Steph Curry has also made his way into the Man of the Year award talks on the field. A 4-time NBA champion and the greatest shooter in basketball history, but off the field, which is more important. Through the Eat, Learn, Play Foundation, Curry and his wife, Alicia, work to fight childhood hunger, improve education, and provide safe spaces for children to thrive. This is what I like, providing for the future generation. That's what I like about Steph Curry and Patrick Mahomes. They are going for the future. This is what we're going for the future. And then the number 4, Aaron Judge makes his nomination in the Man of the Year award on the field, obviously doing stuff no other player has ever done. The superstar slugger for the New York Yankees, Judge set the American League single-season home run record in 2022. In 2024, not coming far off from it. Off the field, he is known for his leadership and humility. He founded the All Rise Foundation, which inspires youth to become responsible citizens and supports community outreach programs. So, this is probably the most important award. The 2024 HatTrick Sports Man of the Year award is presented to Steph Curry with the Eat, Learn, Play Foundation. Curry and his wife. Shout out to Curry and his wife. They are working together to fight childhood hunger and improve education and provide a safe space for children to thrive and prove success for their future endeavors. So congratulations. It is an honor and a privilege to present Steph Curry with the 2024 HatTrick Sports Man of the Year award. All right, moving on to the 2024 HatTrick Sports Rookie of the Year award. Your nominees are... where is it? All right. Victor Wembanyama, 21.6 points per game, 10.4 rebounds per game, 2.6 blocks per game. The most hyped NBA rookie since LeBron James, Wembanyama became the focal point of the Spurs rebuild with elite defense and a versatile offensive game. Jaden Daniels also secures himself as a nominee for the 2024 HatTrick Sports Rookie of the Year award. Jaden Daniels with the Washington Commanders, over 3,300 passing yards, 22 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 737 rushing yards, 6 rushing touchdowns just in his rookie season. Daniels made an immediate splash in the NFL with his dual threat ability, his poise under pressure, and his knack for game-changing plays positioned him as a top contender for the Offensive Rookie of the Year and even sparked MVP discussions in his debut season. Another, Paul Skeens has made himself a nominee, easy nominee for the 2024 HatTrick Sports Rookie of the Year award. With the Pirates, he went 12-5 with the 3.15 ERA, 202 strikeouts with the 1.05 WHIP. Skeens, absolutely incredible year, 2024. He goes off. He wins the college championship, or the College World Series. He gets signed first overall with the Pirates. He gets moved all the way up to the major leagues from single, double, triple, single A, double A, triple A, all the way to the MLB and have himself one of the best rookie seasons I have seen as a pitcher. So that is Paul Skeens. And then Caleb Williams, 40 over 4,500 passing yards, 48. No, this is in college. Where's his NFL stats? Caleb Williams also secures himself as a Rookie of the Year finalist. So your 2024 HatTrick Sports Rookie of the Year award is presented to Paul Skeens. Again, I've just never seen a year so great for a young guy as talented as Paul Skeens is. Paul Skeens deserves all the credit, deserves all the awards. Paul Skeens wins the 2024 HatTrick Sports Rookie of the Year award. All right, that leaves it off to the HatTrick Sports Best Moment Award. So I myself have been part of incredible moments with the sports in general in the last year. I've been part of the 50-50. I saw the 50-50. I saw all these championships. But which one will take home the 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Moment Award? Short intermission. Gotta get myself some W. All right, your nominees are all right, so sorry guys, sorry for that intermission. Here are your nominees for the 2024 HatTrick Sports Best Moment Awards. You have Shohei Ohtani's historic season and World Series victory. Most importantly, his 50-50 season, not joining, but creating the 50-50 season. No other player in the history of the world, out of all of the millions and billions and thousands, whatever, however many years the earth has been around, there has been no player that has done 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in a major league season, and Shohei Ohtani created the 50-50 club. You have the Kansas City Chiefs' consecutive Super Bowl wins, back-to-back Super Bowl wins, absolutely so dominant. The team itself has been so dominant, and them just winning that second, their third in the last 4 years, past 5 years, them securing the Best Moment Award. They win that nominee. And then you have the Boston Celtics, record-breaking 18th NBA championship. They clinched their 18th NBA championship, surpassing the Los Angeles Lakers for the most titles in NBA history, led by the dynamic duo of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. The Celtics showcased exceptional skill and teamwork throughout the season. The moment they will never forget, but the Florida Panthers' first Stanley Cup victory. The Florida Panthers captured their first Stanley Cup by defeating the Edmonton Oilers in a thrilling 7-game series. The Oilers made a remarkable comeback to force a Game 7 after trailing 3-0 in the series, a feat not seen since 1945. Despite their efforts, the Panthers emerged victorious, with Connor McDavid earning the Conn Smythe Trophy as the playoff MVP, becoming the first player since 2003 to win the award without winning the Stanley Cup. So your 2024 HatTrick Sports Moment of the Year goes to Shohei Ohtani and his 50-50 50 club. I was there. I was in Miami. I was in right center field waiting, about to jump into a pile of plants, ready to get that ball. That ball is the most valuable baseball to ever face the surface of this planet, and I was there to watch it live. Obviously, there's some personal stuff that was better than that, but one of the best sports moments I will never forget and will ever experience in 2024. So your HatTrick Sports 2024 Moment of the Year goes to Shohei Ohtani's 50-50 home run. Congratulations, Shohei Ohtani. All right. Now moving on to your 2024 HatTrick Sports MVP Award. Your nominees are Shohei Ohtani with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ohtani remains unmatched in modern sports history. Both dominant pitcher and an elite hitter, his ability to perform at the highest level in two demanding roles makes him a global phenomenon, and he faces baseball worldwide, breaking records seems like every year now. Shohei Ohtani, absolute stud. Simone Biles triumphant return to competition in 2024, including breaking records and earning world championships, reinforcing her status as the GOAT of gymnastics. Her mental health advocating and resilience inspire beyond sports. Wilson with the WNBA Las Vegas Aces. Wilson's unparalleled dominance in women's basketball and leadership in securing the Aces' historic back-to-back championships cement her place as one of the best in sports right now. Her impact elevates the WNBA globally. And then your fourth nomination for the 2024 HatTrick Sports Award goes to Patrick Mahomes with the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes continues to define the modern quarterback with his leadership, dynamic play, and consistent winning plays. His influence on football and sports culture is as strong as his ability to win MVPs and Super Bowls. Your 2024 HatTrick Sports MVP goes to Shohei Ohtani. Again, making the record-breaking. He's done stuff nobody has ever done, and he pitches, and he's gonna pitch next season, and he's gonna be a dad. He came out that he was having a wife. Just the year for Shohei Ohtani was 2024. Record-breaking contracts, breaking records, being a father. Give me a player that deserves more than Shohei Ohtani. So I'm honored. It is an honor and a privilege to present Shohei Ohtani with the 2024 MVP Award. Sure, you could say it's biased, but I do not care. Shohei Ohtani deserves that MVP. So those conclude your 2024 HatTrick Sports Award. Come back next year to see the 2025 HatTrick Sports Award, where we'll see more records being broken and more awards will be given out. Thank you, guys. All right. Now on to your regular scheduled podcast. The regular scheduled podcast. I don't think we have much more going on. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. On a real note, thank you guys for 2024. Every single comment, even every single view, every single purchase from shop.HatTrickSports.com. I appreciate every single one of you. Everybody that's even heard of our brand, every share, every single little thing that you've done to interact with HatTrick Sports. I thank you. I thank you to Omada. I thank you to Dubby. I thank you to Prime. I thank you to everybody who has partnered and sponsored us throughout the year of 2024. It has been a pleasure. And with that, the 2024 season comes to an end. Good night. That's a wrap.